Systems are go. About 90 seconds to launch destination.
Mind you, we swore an oath of loyalty, but we are still senators. It's not more speeches in the Senate that will change the world. Rome is dying.
My legions are mustering as swiftly as possible. General Gaius Julius Caesar! Enough!
Senators, welcome back to episode 57 in my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. In the last episode, we waged a new war on the Traxian Empire, who are part of the Interstellar League, the only other federation in the galaxy. Progress is slow but steady, our fleets are winning decisive battles, and our legions are occupying worlds with minimal casualties. The war is being waged to link up the Roman territories of the south with the east, and also as reparations against the Traxians who chose to side against us in the War in Heaven conflict. Today we'll be continuing the war and eagerly awaiting the completion of our Birch World and our Nicol Dyson beam. Alright, so just to do a bit of a recap on how the war is going, a bit of a progress report. We're currently sitting at 22% war exhaustion for the enemy. If we do diplomatic map mode, we can see who we're at war with. And we'll have a look at what we've occupied so far. I'm just going to turn off the lanes so you can get a clear view. So we're at war primarily with the Traxian Empire to take all of the systems that are highlighted here in blue. We have most of them. I believe there's 4 systems left to go. The Maku Black Hole, the Teye system, Thalasus system, which has a planet in it, and the Hokaja system. So only 4 systems to go, 1 planetary invasion left. If you have a look at the progress into other empires, we have the Voss city-states. We've taken about just over a third of their territory, I would say, here, with the fleet leading the charge with some transports behind taking the planets. We then, combined with the Kosher Trade League, have been taking out the Thogan Emergence, folding them up from the south. Our fleet is leading the charge, but the Kosher Trade League are in there helping out as well. Opsius came down from approached from the south into the Valon cluster, so he's in here helping. I'll turn the lanes on for this one because it's actually quite interesting. He's actually been slightly outmaneuvered, Opsius. Now, obviously, in his own commentaries that he'll no doubt be writing, I think he'll probably leave that one out, and Roman propaganda is such that nobody needs to know about it. But he has been slightly outmaneuvered, and it looks like the Colden are about to get a fistful of Valon cluster, and a bit of a dreadnought that's going to hit them. Actually, they've got 2 dreadnoughts as well, but yeah, it looks like they're heavily outgunned here, so they're probably going to get cut down before we can get there. Opsius has to take the system, then the FTL inhibitor will be gone, and he can push and help. So that's what he's doing, but that's the approach from the south. From the north, we came down from the core, split east and west. I know I did that the wrong way around, but you get the idea. And we're about to have a battle out here as well with our 2 million fleet strength. Our Federation fleet is going to be pushing up against this 54,000. Obviously, none of these battles are that decisive, but just a bit of a progress report on how things are going. So, we haven't actually touched the Balmacosta Creep really at all, but we've occupied most of the territories of all the others, at least about half. And I'm hoping, if we get a little lucky, that perhaps the Traxian Empire will give in to our demands and give us peace when we occupy everything we want fully. I'm sure the war exhaustion will jump up once we get our claims, and hopefully we can just kind of wrap it up, and no more lives need be lost over this petty conflict. Alright, so that's kind of where we left off. In between episodes, I just wanted to mention really quickly, I've been doing a new thing, which I think might slightly make a dent into the lag, which is, we have a lot of different species in our empire. Just loads. So many different species, and then sub-variations of those species. And over the course of the last few episodes, I've been kind of genetically modifying them to bring them all into one kind of species, just to cut down on the subspecies, right? God, I've said species a lot. But one thing I haven't been doing, which I don't know why I didn't think of until now, is I'm starting to pull together all the same species together on one planet. So if, for instance, on the near towards the bottom of this tooltip, in the bottom like 7, it says Scanuri variatus, 419 pops. That's a lot. That's 419 out of, 8,000. It's one of our biggest demographic that we have. And they are scattered all over the Roman Empire on several different worlds. In fact, they were on 80 plus worlds until in between episodes now I've kind of coalesced them into a smaller group. So 419 here. If we go to apply template, we can see all the worlds that they're on. It says 38 now. So there's over 80 in between episodes, but I've kind of cleared it up a bit and brought them together. Now, the reason that you'd want to do this is, for instance, here I've got 102 of them now on Delphi, and I'll be trying to reduce it further in future as well with different. I did it for other species as well, not just them, and I just didn't have the time. It takes a really long time to bring it down to 0, or just to one planet or to 1 or 2. The reason that you want to do this is if you have all the species together, it's only one category of species that's been checked against the vacant jobs or the jobs that need to be moved around or something. So if you've got loads of different types of species, then if you've got an open job that makes alloys, then it's checking against all the different species traits and seeing, like, is there a species that's good at alloys? No, no, no. Which is the happiest? Which is the best one to put in place? And that's how it kind of decides it. If you've only got one species altogether, it's just one category that it checks against. It doesn't go through all 100. You could have 1,000 pops, but if they're all one species, then it's just gonna just treat it as one thing and say, like, well, how many of these need to go to that job, you know, rather than going through each one. So this is why you want to pull together as many different species as you can onto the same planet. So that's what I'm going to be endeavoring to do. Hopefully it made somewhat of a dent. You know, I think I only maybe brought together maybe 300 or 400 pops in total. There is a lot. It takes a long time. The game is laggy even just moving pops, so even when it's paused. So it just takes a really long time. But I'm going to try to do that in future, and hopefully it'll help things just a little. I just thought I'd mention it because maybe people are having similar issues and they want to know if they can do anything. Of course, you could be evil and just kill pops if you wanted to, but if you move them to the same planet to keep their species together, it should help things out as well. And I think the genetic modification is helping too. Alright, let's continue on where we left off. The only other thing I've done in between episodes is obviously the usual optimizations to the economy where I can, if I can, but I've also improved the Galactic Medical Center, so now I'm building the hospital. It's the final stage. We don't get notified of this megastructure, so it's one I often forget, but it's decent. It improves pop growth on all planets, basically, because it creates jobs on all planets. It creates diagnosticians, I think. So if we have a look at Terra, which actually has an unemployed ruler right now, we have 2 diagnostician jobs, and they basically give amenities, growth for both regular biological pops and lithoids, pop assembly speed for robots. They produce a little bit of unity, so not too bad. You know, it's just a little bit of a growth modifier. I don't think it's actually something we need, to be honest. Maybe it's just going to add to our problems, but hey, it's nice to get it done and see it there at the Opsius system. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. So to give you a little brief recap of what's going on, we're about to have a conflict here. We're about to save the conflict, or try to save or help out the cold in here. We'll probably get there a bit late. And yeah, it's just business as usual. We're going to be pushing into all these different areas to hopefully wrap up the systems and get these claims going. So time is now playing yet again. Something I want to do actually just really quickly, I just noticed, I just want to move these construction ships around. Get them in a few different various places and get them near gateways so they can move in future. Alright.
Planetary invasion successful.
We've got multiple invasions going on right now, multiple that are finishing, so that's good. So this one just finished. You can go to this one next. In fact, you can just split. Alright, great. So they're doing their thing. This other invasion is done over here. So that's the... I don't know why they don't have a leader. I know I split them, but there's no other fleet, so I'm a bit confused about that. Let's get Agrippa Masidius, because he has extra army damage. Let's get Masidius here to finish the job. We want to send him out to... Oh, there is another fleet. Well, that answers that question. Well, let's leave him split for now anyway. He can head out this way. Alright, good. In fact, you know what? Masidius, you can just do a jump. Just jump there. Are they done? The other one's done. Yeah, this is going to go to the pod privateers, but it's not that big of a deal. It's fine.
Construction online.
Alright, great. So we just finished construction of several stations, and I think these are going to be finished... I think almost all of them will be finished to the max amount. Yeah, so we can't upgrade them any further. But while we're here... So what is this Tiberium station? Well, let's just... Probably should actually do some hangar bays as well, actually thinking about it. Alright, good. You know what? Seeing as the Trab station has shipyards, let's just double down on shipyards. Maybe some anchorages. This one is the Gaia station. That's near the Kosher territory. Sure. do that for now. In between, I'll go through these a little bit better. As long as they just have their weaponry, that's fine, and then we'll add the modifier ones at the bottom later. Hopefully this will give them enough defenses. Alright, good. What was this? Kinthrak. I don't know where that is. Oh, right. Yeah, it's actually good that these have shipyards, just in case we end up being relegated all the way back up to the Nemesis system. This is all we have. That'd be an absolute disaster, but you never know. Anything can happen. Alright, something like that's fine. Alright, cool. That's all of those upgraded, so they're maxed out, which is nice. And then we can add some defenses to them later if we want. Alright, time is playing again.
Engaging hostile fleets. Engaging hostile fleets.
Oh, that poor scientist just got obliterated.
Engaging hostile fleets.
That's a lot of engaging hostile fleets. Alright, good. We don't really need to keep zooming in. We understand. We know. I'll zoom in if there is a decent sized conflict though. But we're literally fighting everywhere. Maybe not literally, but we are fighting in a lot of places. We've actually got 2 planetary behemoths here fighting this fleet. This is one to watch. We've actually never seen these mobilized before. Do you have any better music for this? Interested to see. All the Strikecraft are battling first. It's December 1st, so we have a little bit of a slowdown. God damn it. New technologies, I'm guessing?
New technology discovered.
Here it is.
Engaging hostile fleets.
Alright, hang on one sec. Let me get these new technologies. Megastructure build speed. Level 15, I think that was. Let's get stronger Strikecraft. And let's get army damage. They're shooting at me, right? We're not shooting at them yet. I don't think so. There we go. Holy shit. That's what I'm talking about. We're mobilizing 4 more of these things, remember? And we can also upgrade them if we ever get new stuff. Alright, good. Easy.
Station under attack.
Varnaya Tankel
Spaceport under attack.
has actually leveled up. He's level 7 now. Alright, so we just need to hop down into this system. And then we can basically land our troops here, and this will be the final system, I think. 206,000 alloys. Not a problem. 187 influence. Not actually that much. We're obviously eroding our influence slowly but surely because we're always building these hyperforges or whatever else may be the case that takes... the Nicol Dyson beam, for instance, that takes 1 influence upkeep. Alright, it's the new year, 2462. The century of our emperor, Tiberius the 15th. The warlike emperor with the eye for talent, level 10 out of his mind. 4 levels to go though. It's amazing that he's lived this long. He's not maxed out, actually.
Commencing planetary invasion.
Alright, we're here. So let's take out that final mini fleet and the starbase, and then we'll just get ready to go to Thalassius. Oh, it's the desert world. I can't remember if we talked about this in the last episode. This was last night. I'm recording a day later, rather than doing it all on the same day this time around. And I feel like I talked about this quite a lot, but if I didn't, here it is here anyway. But it is a dust world. Sorry, not a desert world. It is a dust world. Looks really cool. It's really cool. But its habitability is really bad, and there's only 2 pops here, so I don't know if we'll bother keeping it. We might just decolonize it. Because honestly, we just have too many planets at this point. And I'm trying to bring things down, condense things down. Not lose planets or anything, but just trying to reduce the micro a little bit. I think we have like 100 and something worlds.
Planetary invasion successful.
I don't even know how we see that in total. Oh yeah, we hover over this. 112 colonies. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Quite a lot. Alright, good. So they managed to get away from us again. We'll just head up here. So Opsy is going to go up to Kaz. Alright, good. A dynamic core igniter hypercoils have been built. Excellent. So this is where we're creating... That's Mercury, where we're trying to make it habitable. Alright, good. Should get a colony ship and prepare them for these two planets as well, actually. That'd be kind of nice to do. Amazingly no shipyard at Sol, which I think is insane. But I must have done that, so fair enough. I forgot about the wormhole that popped up in Tiberium. Yeah, anyways, so let's just make... There's a colony ship being made there. Let's just make 2 more. The colony ship we're making there is going to go to the Galactic Core. For the Birch World. Hang on a second, is that the fleet that got behind me? They're in our territory. That's fine. It's not my territory, it's the Colden's territory anyway. Alrighty. How's it looking? We have 1 planet left to invade and 1 system left to take. So yeah, let's queue up that planetary invasion now. And then it's the Teye system, which we've already queued up. And this is already queued up as well. Perfect. Alright, great. Things are looking good. Let's just keep pushing then. So it's 30% on the war exhaustion right now. We've also just passed our denouncement of the Traxian Empire. We did jump the gun a little bit and go to war before the denouncement was official, but as soon as it was on the Senate floor, we were acting. Because we knew what was going to happen anyway. But yeah, that denouncement basically means that their diplomatic weight's been severed. Negative 25%. From their denouncement, and then economic sanctions and research sanctions are also holding that back. So essentially, if we have a look at the sanctions, if you're just interested, the resolution for minor economic sanctions are going to cause market fee 10% increase. Then they have minor as well for politics and culture, which is going to be negative 10% to admin cap, and diplomatic influence cost is increased. For technology, we have moderate sanctions passed, which is negative 10 to research speed. And for war... It's also minor, which is negative 10 to naval capacity. So obviously, doesn't really matter. It'd be really cool if we had a very even game, and that kind of thing would be quite important, I would imagine. It's a cool concept, but I don't think it ever really pans out in this game, to be honest. Could be wrong. Maybe it does, but I've never experienced it really making that much of a difference. Like the idea of it, though. Alright, let's go fight these guys. Only 20,000 fleet strength there. Yeah, it's just a matter of time now. Just a matter of time just to take these last few systems. The invasion of Talasis 4A on the dusty plains of Talasis. The Dust World battle. Have we landed yet? Apparently I hadn't had that queued up. We're landing now. No armies here, actually. Oh, there's no battle then. We're just gonna land. I love the idea of like seeing this. I just love the idea of being able to see like some sort of movie of like what it would be like landing armies on this like dust world and stuff, and seeing like the Romans land, modern Romans. Some people Creeperbox really early on in the series, as a guy in my Discord drew this really cool looking space Roman. And I also remember seeing on Twitter, I can't remember the name of the person who drew it. It's totally random, but they were like, oh, a client asked me to draw this like space Roman. It's like, I want to know who that client was, what the concept art was for. But it looked awesome. It was like this legionary, I don't want to display the image, I don't have the rights to it, and I don't remember the name unfortunately, but basically if you look in sci-fi space Roman, maybe type Twitter as well, you'll find it. It was really cool. I was very tempted to use it in the thumbnail originally for the series, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna steal that. Although I did kind of poach the old Interstellar artwork.
Commencing planetary invasion.
That's a bit different. They've made their money. Come on, TARS. Alright, so that's Thrall, that's Bastion. Disaster strikes the Kosher Trade League Empire. Interesting. We've received multiple reports of a global catastrophe on the planet Snarabu, which is part of the Kosher Trade League Empire. While we don't have good intel on the nature of the cataclysm, reliable sources indicate that the population is panicked. A large outflow of refugees is to be expected. Uh-oh, that is worrying. And this, oh, it's in their capital. This is the Kosher Trade League's home planet. Kosher. Oh, this is a habitat. Huh. Concealed disaster. The inhabitants of this planet are ignorant of the terrible fate that their planet's facing. Oh god. Stellar evolution. Oh right. In the near future, the system of this planet faces an evolutionary leap. Changes in its sun risk turning now inhabitable celestial bodies into a desert. Oh, is that why there's like particles floating out from the sun? Maybe. In fact, actually, yeah, there's a nebula here. Is that even meant to be here? There's no nebula here, but it has one around it. That could be what's happening. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it is. And then there's 3 molten worlds on the initial orbit, the 3 innermost orbits of the sun. Huh. I wonder, is this affected? Oh, maybe, yeah. If the whole system's gonna be affected, then Kosher Capital is in for a bit of an upheaval. Concealed disaster here, but they've not been informed of it. This propaganda, not informing the people of what's going to happen. -12 housing, bad unemployment, 135 pops. Billions and billions. 75 billion potential lives here. 75 billion. Holy crap. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. It's not going to go supernova. It did just say its changes are going to cause things to heat up a bit. Speaking of atmospheric changes, our Purifier has its processing rings completed. The processing rings of a future atmospheric purifier are being assembled around a toxic world, housing incredibly large chemical reprocessing facilities. Those ring-shaped constructs have the ability to rapidly and efficiently convert the toxic elements within a planet's atmosphere into breathable ones. Whoa, god, jeez, why was that so loud? Alright, so now we can build atmospheric purifier macro manipulators. That's for Venus. So we've got Mercury and Venus. Hopefully going to be habitable soon. Opsius out here, doing his thing, navigating around the habitats, slingshotting off the celestial bodies in the Kaz system. And it's March 29th. It's a strange... Oh! Victory! The Valon Cluster have given it. Victory against the Valon Cluster. We have been forced to end this conflict to spare innocent lives, but continue on this path, and we will unite the galaxy against you. And I doubt it. That's the best possible outcome. It is indeed. Minimal casualties. That's what I'd like to see. Alright, let's have a look at what we've done. So, yes, there it is. Our lovely new territories have been linked. If we do diplomatic map mode, we can see the green almost swivels now across the entire galaxy. So basically, what did we get? We got... The Pod Privateers got 2 planets and 1 system. The Minoc system, sorry. Minoc system. So they're after getting that, as was expected. And we've gotten ourselves 3 planets. Ira Obas, Uskumia 3, and Thalasus 4A. That's the Dust World. And then we got 10 systems. Great. Alright, so Thalasus. Let's, I think I'm going to decolonize it, yeah, just because there's only 2 people on it. It's a bit of a hassle. It looks gorgeous, though. I love the planet. It does look really nice, but the habitability is a bit of a pain. It's small. I just don't think it's worth it. So let's just take the pops off this. In fact, let's rename the planet. I'm going to rename it Dust. And we'll just rename people, or resettle people off of it. Just go to Terra for now. I'm sure you'll find a job. We'll leave the lights on, I guess. It's fine. Alright, so that's that. We don't need that planet. The other one is what was it? Ira Obas? Ira Obas. So we'll build a new Senate house out here. Get that up and running. Instill some order on the planet. Maybe a slave processing facility for our new slaves. The Traxian. The Oxbraxi. We have the enigmatic cache here, actually, as well. Which is interesting. So the habitable steppe world next to it as well. Let's change this to continental. And maybe resettle a few humans. Let's grab some from Thebes, if there is any. There we go. Take those diagnostician jobs. Alright, and the last one is Scomia 3. Let's do the same. There's a big planet, actually, 23. There's an atmospheric hallucinogen here. We can terraform this to a continental. And you know what? Just give yourself commercial zones and build some city districts. Do that first, actually. Alright, good. We'll leave that as is. I'll clean it up in between. Alright, we want to just send everyone back to the starfield of Mars for any repairs, upgrades, and things they might need. Yeah. And, I don't know, we can send these out to the nearest gateway so they're ready to go. Alright, back you go. Great, alright, that's that done. Easy enough. And they're still denounced as well. So the Traxians have been relegated to just a handful of systems out here, one planet here, and one system up there. So they've just got one planet left. One planet, 63 pops, 53 system, or Empire Sprawl, 7 systems. That's what you get. Sagral Exiles making a big mark for themselves, taking a lot of their territory before, which is interesting. Alright, and that is that. So it's the 1st of April, 2462. We are on our way back. Let's check in with the Birch World and see how close we are to finishing that. Once the game lets me.
New technology discovered.
Alright, so Galactic Core. There she is. Birch World frame, 450 days remaining. That's fine. Stability will sort itself out in future. It's fine. Strikecraft damage. Let's go with Strikecraft attack speed. Statius Fulvius. Can figure that one out. I feel like we need some sort of victory music. Or some more peaceful music. Let's turn those hyperlanes back on, I guess, as well. It would be nice to maybe build a hyperlane out here. Let's get a construction ship to head out here. Thalasus. Link Thalasus to Vum, maybe? It's quite the effort. Let's go to Vum first, then. To be honest, we could go to both, I suppose. Good. Under the Empire Sprawl, the admin cap. So that's fine as well. Let's keep an eye on that Kosher Trade League stuff as well. Where is their system? I wouldn't have thought habitats would be affected, but apparently so. They're still none the wiser.
New technology discovered.
I wonder how long it takes to take effect. Alright, anyway, army damage has been improved. Let's do that again. Alright, good. We're building in all our stations as well. Everything's looking good. We're relatively on top of things. 8,090 pops. We've grown 100 pops. Well, I guess we took territories, didn't we? So we've grown just about 100 pops from all that. Oh, God. Alright. 251,000 alloys. We're going to get back to the Starfield of Mars to do our upgrades. Disaster strikes the Kosher Trade League again. And this time, it's a catastrophe on its home planet. While we don't have good intel on the nature of the cataclysm, reliable sources indicate the population is panicked. 135 pops. Stellar evolution, so they know about it now, I guess. Is that what's happening? Well, you think that the government would just... Surely they have the energy to move all the pops off that planet if they needed to. Like, do a mass evacuation over the next, like, few decades. That'd be crazy. That kind of thing always, like, makes me you know, just yearn to know about if there's other intelligent life in the galaxy or in the universe, really, and like, has that happened somewhere? You know, that whatever date, you know, whatever specific time frame a species was that we're evolving. Like, we know our sun is going to expand eventually and all of that, but that's not for millions of years. So it's like, if we were to evolve and gain intelligence around the time that we knew that it was about to happen in the next few thousand years, or even, let's say, even as close as 20,000. If we were like, oh, it's going to happen in 20,000 years, give or take, it's already starting to show signs of expansion or whatever. Changes to its internal combustion, if you will.
Online.
I can't think today properly. I can't think of the right terms for all these things. It's crazy because I watch this stuff all the time, and whenever I have to speak, reiterate it, I just kind of go blank. But I know in my heart of hearts what kind of goes on. Anyway, I always wonder, like, with intelligent life and stuff, if we knew, it's like, oh, 20,000, 50,000 years, it's actually going to happen. It's like, well, we actually need to start planning for that now then, don't we? You know, and then having to try to figure out a way to get out of here. It's different for us because we don't have any other planets. But even if you had, like, if you're already on other worlds and other systems, that'd be like, everyone would have to come together and, like, figure that one out. That's a big deal. I could see why they'd keep it secret as well. It's like, well, people don't need to know this. We know this, and we're gonna work on it for, you know, all the governments are gonna work on this for, like, years and years to come. But, like, it doesn't have to be necessarily public knowledge. Although I guess people would figure it out through observation of the star. Anyway, going off a bit of a tangent. I just love to think about it. I love to think that that's happened somewhere. And what an interesting thing that would be. And has it ever happened and failed? Where they didn't get everyone off, and there's like a lottery system to getting on to
Construction online.
generation ships or something to get away, you know? Oh, the possibilities. Alright. Alright, looks like we're making it out of here, no problem. Traveling back through the central core. Would be good to have some gateways up elsewhere. What is this little... Oh, I think we saw this last time, didn't
New
we?
technology
I don't know
discovered.
if I referenced it or not, but they're called the Battle Clans of Chariot C2. Very specific. The rebel system that has a... Originally actually had a split system, but it looks like they're taking full control of it now. Alright, energy weapon damage increase. Let's just get it again. Alright, all good. Let's speed up time a bit. Let's go up to fast. I think we can handle it just about. So we have 2 systems, and we're going to Mendoc, take the wormhole to Morta and Antiocha. 2 jumps and then through a gateway, and we're out. It's quite the effort, I guess, but has to be done. It's amazing, like, even with all our technology, it does feel like it still takes quite a long time to get around. Depending on where we've positioned our gateways. I think it's good having one in the center there. Behemoth Planetcraft crust is complete. One step closer. 63,000 alloys. That's more like it. Awesome. Alright, cool. Edict, the Living Crystals Trading Edict expired. Living Crystals Trading. 11,000 crystals. Wow, that's a lot. How much do we have? Wow, we've only got 13,000. What does it do? Trade value 15%. You know what? Just leave it. You might need it for weapons. Psychic Unification is worn off as well. Unity and Stability. I do like that one. Let's get that back on. How much psychic? Yeah, loads. Loads of psychic charge. Need to make a note of that for the crystal. Actually, I will write that down just in case. Maybe build a few more of them on planets. We are making a lot. 50 is a decent amount for a special resource. Living Crystal ++. Written on my notebook. Alright, transdimensional research. There's quite a lot of edicts are wearing off. Transdimensional research. I do like that one. Just, yeah, keep that on. What's that? 2,000 transdimensional vortexes. Yeah, that's fine. What else do we have? Nano assemblers. That's at the bottom as well. Monthly consumer goods. We don't need it. Just keep it. Gravitic foundries. I think that's alloys. Yep. And let's just check the resource on that one. 78,000. Alright, we can just activate both of these then. That's fine. Is that it? Architectural Renaissance. Megastructure build speed and build capacity and planetary build speed. Let's activate that again. Alright, good. Colony ships are built. Let's get one of these colony ships out to the galactic core. Ariana 5. No, Italia 6, of course. Alright, it's November 1st, 2462. Still waiting.
New technology discovered.
Army damage again. Or admin cap. No, let's go with army damage. Actually, let's go with edict duration. I think would be good. Boss city states have always remained pretty chunky. Good for them. It's interesting seeing the original colors again. Just haven't seen it in such a long time. Wow, even all the other empires are starting to build stronger than the Penthulian progenitors as well. Interesting. Remnants of Valaria coming second. Kosher Trade League coming third. Alright, November 1st.
New technology discovered.
Alright, cool. Managed to get out. Crossing the galactic core now. As we enter into the Birch World to teleport, basically use a gateway. Oh, sorry, the gateway's on the edge of the system, of course. 230 days remaining. I'm excited for the Nicol Dyson beam. I really can't wait to see it. 120 days. Awesome. This thing's going to be such a beast. I did a little bit of extra reading about it. Oh shit, there's a wormhole generator already being built here? I guess that's part of the... what the beam fires into, then you have to build its like exit. But the little bit I've been reading about it is that to attack a planet, you don't have to actually visit the planet to build a target. Because we've seen the megastructure, like you place a target for the Dyson beam to actually attack. You don't actually have to be there to build it. It's a virtual target that you're just painting through megastructures, basically.
Construction online.
But if you want to destroy a system, you do need to own the system and like build a target in there. And I don't know if you can then wait and detonate it after something comes through. I don't know if you lose occupation, do you lose the system and the target? I'm not sure. Alright, let's do some upgrades on these ones. Defense platform, hull points, strike craft, attack speed. Let's go with that. What can I sell? We don't have many minerals. Let's just buy a bunch. Wow, did I just spend 300 grand on that? Yeah, I may have. Whoops. Might have been a bit much. Sorry. Didn't really realize how much it was going to go up with each purchase there. I just always kind of assumed minerals are never that much. Alright, we're on the new year. 2463.
New technology discovered.
No more news from the Kosher Trade League. They had 135 pops on that planet. I don't know if any of them left, like it was saying. Still the same. Ongoing evacuation. Oh, they are evacuating. The planet's population is actively involved in its evacuation, independently organizing its transportation to the other planets. That's cool. Yeah, it's just like what I was saying. Hearts and Minds. This gives us ethics, attraction, and stuff. Yeah, let's do that. And yet another planet crust can be activated. 63,000. Alright, great. The colony ships need to be positioned at Sol. I like the idea that they're able to just sit and watch their new homes be built. Can't move right now. There we go. I actually have no idea where these are even built anymore. This one's at Tiberium. Shit. Another 63,000.
Technology discovered.
Good thing we saved up so many alloys. Alright. Strikecraft damage again. Just keep doubling down on that damage for now. Hearts and Minds, we already cleared that one. Good. Alright. As I often say, business as usual. It's taking a long time for our fleets to get through the galactic core. Are they arriving back now? They should be. Yeah. Looks like they're already in orbit. I thought I told them to go to the edge, but it looks like they have it right. And then we can do any upgrades and things like that in future. I might just lazily, I know it's kind of nice for thematic purposes, combine all these armies and then split them up evenly. Alright, this should be the final one. That's the 4 planetary crusts that are all being built up now. After this, it's movement system, so still quite a long time to go before we get them active again.
New technology discovered.
They will be powerful weapons to use later on, I have no doubt. Let's go with army duration, or sorry, edict duration. God, wow, our pop growth rate is just insane. I just watched that number. I look back at that number every like 10 minutes or so, and I'm like, God, it just keeps going. It's growing so fast. Alright, just merge all those. So we have 194 transports. Hello, Nicol Dyson Beam. Alright, so today's a great day for our species and our empire. Our Nicol Dyson Beam. Let's just move that there. Has been completed. This absolutely massive hyper weapon can sterilize planets from afar and potentially destroy entire systems. It is likely one of the most powerful constructs ever built in galactic history, and his absolute might shall ensure our galactic domination. May our enemies cower in fear. Who needs Colossus weapons when you can weaponize stars? And we can see it's generating photons now. Alright, the Nicol Dyson Beam is an instrument of absolute destruction. It can either destroy individual planets or entire star systems, depending on your wishes. The Nicol Dyson Beam passively accumulates Planck photons, which are required in order to fire it. The more powerful a Nicol Dyson Beam blast is, the more Planck photons it's going to require. They can be accumulated in order to quickly destroy multiple planets. In order to destroy a single planet, build a planetary target marker on the designated target. It can be built remotely, and it's instantly finished, as it is simply a virtual marker. You may then fire the Nicol Dyson Beam and choose how strong you wish for the beam to be. To destroy a star system, you'll have to construct a warp gate at the target system, which requires clearing the system of any hostile presence first. The amount of energy contained within a star-busting beam is so high that a specialized wormhole generator is required in order to let the beam through. There can be only one planetary target marker or warp gate in the galaxy at once. Watch planetary and system destruction at normal speed for prettier effects. Okay. Alright, well there we go. So it's just going to generate, we can fire it. Doesn't change. Okay, yeah, I see. Costs 1,000 energy by default. And yeah, I think when you click fire, it'll tell you how much you want to spend in terms of Planck photons. I actually don't know the costs involved though, but I'm guessing a few thousand, probably, if you're making 200 a month. Maybe like 10,000 or something. You can always test it out later. Alright, nice. That is our onager. Our Nicol Dyson Beam. There it is. Alright, cool. So 200 photons a month. Already got 200. And the next one is the core. Pretty much. 60 days remaining. Exciting times. Construction complete. The Aurora starbase is finished. Alright. 1st of May. Okay. Let's just upgrade all of these. Build them up later. Surtur Cestius is leveled up. 61 days. Oh, I'm so excited for the Birch World. I can't wait to see its districts and what it does. I mean, I really didn't think we'd ever get one built. Because I remember a long time ago, like halfway through the series, I looked up the costs and I was like, there is no way I'm going to be saving like 1 million alloys. I just didn't really anticipate how much we'd be able to make. But there you go. Alright, dynamic core igniter, atmospheric generator has been built. Final phase is activating it, beginning the terraforming. Pretty momentous occasion to be changing the very, you know, celestial bodies within our own system like this. This is why I thought, you know, perhaps they're a little bit sacred, but you guys voted.
Discovered.
What's going on with these? I keep telling them to move, don't I? And they just keep coming back here. Oh no, I don't. Sorry, actually. We're in the right place. Stay out by the gateway, though. Good. 1 million fleet power. Oh, that's nice. That's actually saying it now, because it didn't before. Now we have several fortresses built here. Build another one. Good. That's a decent defense. Terra should feel safe, I think. It is July 1st. Alright, we're halfway through the year. We're actually making good progress on time, I think. Alright, focusing arrays, energy weapon damage increased. Let's do that again. Flash coolant. Sorry, let me just choose these really quickly. Alright, the Birch World has been complete. Let's just change that music. It's kind of dour music for it. What can we use? I don't know. City of Night? It's kind of nice. Alright, Birch World complete. Oh, look at it. Oh, the rays that come out of it. Looks good. Okay, so today is an incredible day in galactic history. Indeed, after decades of dangerous work, we've now completed the construction of an absolutely massive Birch World around the galactic core. This massive shell is currently barren, but its immense surface area means that it can effectively house a virtually infinite amount of people. When colonized, I don't know why there's a full stop there and then again, but whatever. With this project complete, we have definitely reached the pinnacle of habitat engineering, and this grand construct likely eclipses every other megastructure ever built in galactic history. The Birch World will automatically gain more district slots as its population grows, up to an infinite amount. Grandiose! Oh, wow. Oh, I love it. A Birch World is a specialized type of a shell world, built around the largest black holes to allow for normal gravity at extreme land areas, several trillion planetary surfaces. Local engineers and citizens can enjoy these land areas even more thanks to the fact that the black hole used is large enough, and as such, this world can easily support multitudes of layers and land without any loss in the effective force gravity. It is a true marvel of habitat engineering and can house a basically endless quantity of pops. And Italia 6 is going to be the ones to land on it. And we're going to rename it Nova Roma. You can actually see the black hole within it. Just barely. There's like a layer of black hole in there. Alright, atmospheric purifier macro manipulators are now complete. They consist of 2 massive pumps, capable of extracting and injecting huge quantities of gases in and out of a planet's atmosphere. With the atmospheric purifier now complete, we must begin the terraforming process itself. Alright, this will be done just a little bit after Mercury. Fantastic.
Establishing colony.
Awesome. And are we back home? We're back home. Anyone need any upgrades or new ships built? Some of you still need your health to go up. You might not be actually orbiting the station properly. It's the 2nd of August.
New technology discovered.
I don't know why, but I feel the need to call it the date when the game stops. There we go, they're idling, so they should get their health back now. I'm clicking scroll, but it's just not scrolling. I don't know why. Alright, there are a few things to be built. Is that it? Just a few of those ships needed stuff? What about Opsius? Where is he? Yeah, he's good. He only lost 2 ships. Wow, that's insane. Army damage. Yes, please. And there we go. Pumping them out. Not that many ships. And then we are 200 short of our naval capacity. Now, what gives you naval capacity? This thing does, doesn't it? Naval capacity 150. Should we be building like way more of those? Probably should. I just assumed you wouldn't want more than one. But I think we should use more. We have the economy to support way more. So I don't see why not. It's just the naval cap is a bit constricted. And I've built some new anchorages, but like you only get +4 for each anchorage. So it's really low. Although it is modified by the thing we just looked at, Strategic Coordination Center. Alright, how long is this colonization going to take? Not that long. So we have structure operations. Wow. Okay, so this makes Insula Constructor Managers. So 1 Insula Constructor Manager per 100 pop. Insula Constructor Managers produce 10 engineering research amenities districts, 1 district, Unity, and provide 10 Insula Constructor Engineer jobs that produce engineering research, Unity, amenities, and housing. Okay, so that's kind of like your housing group. Alright, there's actually a scroll here. Maybe there's more stuff later. I hope we have all the research for it. I think so.
New technology discovered.
I just paused time for a sec just to read through this properly. Alright, extraction operators. Mineral bore managers. Mineral base. So what do we get? Mineral base managers produce engineering research and physics. They use consumer goods to produce minerals. They use minerals to produce energy. And they use consumer goods to produce dark matter. And the Kitsma Insula. Housing, clerk jobs, enforcer jobs, artisan jobs, metallurgist jobs. Wow, so you can just make more alloys. Wow. It's very old, reminiscent of our old Ecumenopolis projects. Vast cities and industries layered upon vast cities and industries. And then Fisma Insula, which makes food, physics, society, engineering, unity, amenities. This is insane. It just gives you everything. We totally could just live on this then if we wanted to. Is there anything we don't get? You know what? I don't know if there's going to be building slots. Because I guess the special resources is still something we need. It's a bit weird seeing the galaxy like that. It should wrap all the way around. Actually, you know what? Maybe it does. Yeah, maybe it does. Yeah, it actually does. Okay, cool. To an extent. Alright, shield hit points. We're nearly at the year 2464. I could look at this all day. I would love a sort of an orb in real life that looks like that. A sort of monument, a statue that I can have to show our achievements. Okay. Man, it's all quiet now. No wars. The penultimate building constructions, the penultimate weapon. Sorry, it's not even penultimate, it's just ultimate at this point. We're done. Planck photoned out of our minds. We have 1,600 already. I'm so tempted just to fire it somewhere.
Construction online.
We could just blast the... Does it even count as going to war, I wonder? Blast like one of the Fallen Empire's worlds? Brother or... I mean, sister's already been blasted. We can have a look at that soon. Rendicium. It's gotten its next upgrade. Alright, just pay for all those. And our... What do you call it? Planetary Behemoth Planetcraft are reaching their next phase as well. Our armies and our fleets are pretty much maxed out. We're just waiting to see if anyone will dare challenge our dominion. Time is going by relatively well as well at this point, which is good. We've done, I don't know how many years we've done. 3? 4 in this run? Coming close to the end of the episode, but still got some time. I look forward to seeing the, well, I guess what we could do is start doing the next one. The next, oh god, why can't I talk today? The, megastructures, the terraforming projects that'll allow us to live on our own worlds within Sol. I never did get the name of the, like how we can live within gas giants, so I might hold off on those ones in case we do find a way to do it. What else do we have? Interstellar assemblies out there. Uranus. We could do something with that, build a ring around it, seeing as it has a ring around it, it'd be kind of nice. Acro-engineering, Kugelblitz, habitat, and we could maybe build another... Yeah, I think we'll do the naval capacity thing as well. I actually don't know which one it is anymore. Again, I was stuck in this list like I was last time. Not knowing what to look at. A large station? No. A large ring-like construct? Yes. Let's go with that again. Alright, yeah, we'll build another strategic coordination center.
New technology discovered.
I'm happy to build a Starfield in Mars again if we can. I'm assuming you can stack these. I don't see why not. Oh, it looks like there's nowhere to build it here. Maybe because there already is one. So where else? I guess Tiberium used to be our old place for that, so we could kind of build it here maybe. No? Not allowing me to do that either? Alright. Wow, we can't build it anywhere, apparently. Are we limited? Maybe you can only build one. It might be the case that we can only do one. Let's click build megastructure and then hover over and see what it says. Cannot build in systems with habitable planets. Cannot build more than one. Ah, okay.
New technology discovered.
Nice idea while it lasted. Army damage. Alright, Senate's now in session. Banning organic slave trade. No. The Roman economy is built on slave trade. Oh, I mean, we don't trade them anyway, but we want the option. Something we never actually could. We could have done a lot earlier on in the game as well, as bought slaves if we came across them. Apologies for yawning. I haven't slept well in about a month, and I don't know what to do about it. Okay. 2464 March. Yeah, so we crossed over into the new year. One more year to go, and then hopefully we'll re-roll another kind of chance at a possible crisis. And see what happens. But other than that, we're just waiting on the colonization, and then we'll start moving pops to this. I might start moving them in between episodes, I guess. It is currently at... Colonization will be ready on 2465 May. So it's going to take a full year from now. Wow. Surprised it doesn't do it quicker. I guess it is huge. I love that thing. It's my favorite thing. You know what? I never built that hyperlane I was talking about as well, so let's get that going. Let's see, can we build a hyperforge here, actually, just really quickly? Because this is a
New
neutron star.
Discovered.
Yeah, it says we can't. Unless we get rid of this. We can do a neutronium gigaforge, but just not one of the bigger ones. Yeah, it's not worth it then. It's fine, just build that back up. Megastructure build speed's been improved. What else could we get? Kinetic weapon attack speed, strike craft damage. Keep going with that one, I like it. Defense platform damage, I guess, is good. It's pretty cheap as well. Alright, so year 2464, it's May. 1 year to go for the Birch World to be colonized. Thought I just clicked this. Okay. God, yeah, really not much to do now. I don't know what to talk about, to be honest. It's like, well, we're just literally waiting. Everything's built to the max. We can't really get any more naval capacity. I guess what I could do is go through some of our stations, just make sure we've been building into them somewhat. Also, something else I've been trying to increase is the amount of, rare crystals. Actually, just before I do that then, the Penrose Sphere has been somewhat hindered by the lack of crystals that we had, because it needs them to build districts.
New technology discovered.
To be honest, it's nice doing things in between episodes because it's just paused and it goes pretty quickly that way. Oh, this is a different planet. This was built in the Occident system. Yeah, so this is one of the AI I was building that I just continued in between episodes. So I'm fine to do this. So basically we have a new world here that's level... it's only size 15. I'm not even going to colonize it, to be honest. It's fine. Occident is out down here. Alright, new technologies. Energy weapon again. Damage, please. Edict duration, please. And then let's just get back to that Penrose Sphere really quickly and just finish off what I was doing there. Which is basically building these. That's fine. So how many... So we're down... Yeah, we spent like 3,000 or 4,000 there. Okay. Alright, good. And that's going to create lots of space for me to move pops in between episodes as well. And that's just going to provide a ridiculous amount of energy, should we need it. Alright, so yeah, let's just go through the... I do kind of need to save alloys a little bit for the planetary behemoth craft. But I would like to improve some of these star bases that we have if we can. So in this episode alone, we've taken on 330 pops. That is what we're dealing with right now. So these are all maxed out. We want to get the ones that are a bit smaller. Some of these we've literally just taken from the AI. So they're not all built in the best places probably, but... Alright. Didn't even make a dent to our alloys, actually. Okay, fine. Defense platform upgrades. Let's go with... There's no more to that, actually. Oh, there is. Online. 2464 0801. So August 2464. See if we can get one more year in the bag. There's so much unemployment now everywhere. I imagine. Yeah, 8 unemployed. Have to sort all that out. It's such a mess. We're making lots of crystals now, though. A lot of those synthetic or the crystal plants don't really need to be there anymore. Seeing as we built the crystal megabores. How many do we have? I think we've got 2 here, right? Yeah. And they just keep operating, which is great. No problems. And then at Key Draconis, we've got another one. It's 150 crystals just from those megastructures. Alright, another level up for someone. A governor, I'm guessing. Yep. Let's see our federation. About 55% of the way there. Just under that, maybe? Or just over that, I mean. Someone did work out that we're going to reach victory before we actually get there, so that is true. We're not really going to get to level 5 in time, but maybe one day I'll show it off. If I fast forward ahead, just to show that we reached unification, cohesion. It's times like these I wish I had a live chat so I could interact when things get really slow. Queso Stertinius, level 50. Wow, he's actually maxed out. Wow, good for him. He's leading the Pax Romana 1. Speaking of, actually, is that fleet fully built? I wonder. Alright, it's November or October 1st.
New technology discovered.
I don't think these guys are actually chilling, or they don't look like they're in orbit, right? Yeah, orbit, please. The Behemoth Planetcraft haven't even made it back yet, which is crazy. Oh, they're just here now. Interesting. Alright, defensive platform hull points. We must be nearing, like literally not being able to roll technologies anymore. Surely. I mean, I think these all go up to about 15 is what I'm seeing. I guess also what we could do is do any upgrades to these. Apply this template, please, to everybody.
Situation log updated.
We have 4,000 Romans now. Alright, we're going as fast as we can. I've no plans to really conquer or take anywhere else. At this point, it's just waiting for that Birch World. Moving pops to there, hopefully. Actually, yeah, we will have to. I do want to continue this episode until at least the Birch World is colonized, because then I can at least, in between episodes, move a bunch of pops there. So we'll just have to try to get to that 246505. So basically, 6 or 7 months to go. Good, they're all kind of stationed now as well, which should help recover some more alloys. I wonder if the Federation has any more. Fleet contribution could be high. We could go up to high Federation centralization.
Genetic enhancements applied.
So this would cost us monthly cohesion 0.25, and this would cost us 1. So 1.25, which we actually have available. We have that available. Let's do it. Alright, Federation law. We're up to high, and now we want to go. So let's just double check. So that reduced our cohesion just a little bit, and then we're at 0.80. So going from medium to high is going to be 0.25. High contribution. Good. Success, which means basically that our Federation fleet, should have checked it beforehand, but can now go up to 600, so we can like double the size of this. This fleet is really powerful. I might just build the exact same. 10 and 18. 10 dreadnought, Crassus dreadnoughts and 18 trireme carriers. And they're free to upkeep, so I think that's what we'll build next. Yeah, so let's just work at that now. So, well, we'll just... Do I need to create a second one? I guess I have to check this thing, don't I? So they're maxed out. 356, yeah. So I need to create a new fleet, I think. We're going to name this Pax Romana 2. Can't do it yet. Just have to build 1 or 2 ships first. Federation, it was the Crassus class. Just build one of... Actually, we'll build just the carrier first. It's quicker. And we want it to be built at the Starfield of Mars. Oh my god, come on. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Good. Alright, build that. Assign it a new leader as well if we can. We have to wait till it's built, I guess. Alright, so that's just one ship right now. Wait for that to be built, and then we'll just increase what it needs. Let's see if it's being built at Sol. My guess is it isn't. It doesn't seem to want to do that. Or not Sol, sorry. Starfield of Mars. Nope. So we'll just have to wait until that appears somewhere. Through hard work and experience, Governor Nonus Tetius developed a new skill. Alright, it's December 1st, architectural interest.
New technology discovered.
Alright, 157 days. Alright. I'm just gonna leave the camera looking at the Birch World for a while, because I just think it's so pretty. And our station is becoming more and more powerful. It's interesting, this Birch World I've noticed is so big. Oh no, I can't click it. I guess since it's fixed it. When it was still being built, I couldn't even click this world anymore. Can't do anything with it. Terraformer to an ocean world. We could even colonize that if we wanted to. I prefer it being a panthelastic world. I think it's cooler. Colden are here visiting, checking it out. Alright, we're at the year 24650101. So we might see this year something dangerous happen, potentially. Or we'll just have another peaceful coexistence with the galaxy. With no dangers whatsoever. Okay, we do have something. It seems likely that this is something to do at the end. Instruments across the Roman Empire have suddenly picked up a subspace power surge of massive proportions coming from somewhere within our galaxy. Our scientists are struggling to come up with an explanation for this event. Nothing of its kind has ever been recorded. The exact origin point of this sudden power surge is yet to be identified, but we're still in the process of analyzing the available data. Keep at it. I genuinely have no idea what that is. Genuinely have no idea what that is. But I'm assuming it seems all too coincidental that it would happen when we're on a 5-year roll. So I'm going to tease you with it. You guys might know. I don't know. And I'll just be recording the next episode immediately. I'm not going to look anything up. But we're going to leave it there because we are a little bit over. I was going to wait for the galactic, the Birch World to finish, but you know, it's close enough. We'll get it in the next episode. And I'll have to just move Pops around to the Penrose Sphere and Hellas where I can. So that's going to be it for this episode. Seems like there are some stirrings within the galaxy. A galactic power surge. A disturbance in the force has been felt. I'll have to see what it is. Alright, until the next episode, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.